Hello families, happy Valentine's Day. Today we're going to be working on multiplicative compare in our 4th grade math video. So for multiplicative compare, here's what you always think about. 1, what's being compared? What do I know? Do I know the quantities? Do I know the multiplier? What don't I know? Which amount is greater? Which amount is lesser? And then what operation makes the most sense for me to figure out the unknown or whatever I'm looking for? Here's our problem. Part A. Arlene's bike weighs 25 pounds. Arlene's bike weighs 80 times less than her car. What is the weight of Arlene's car? Okay, so first, let me think about what's being compared. They're comparing the weight of the car versus the weight of the bike. So the bike versus the car, the weight. What do I know? I know the bike weighs 25 pounds. I know the multiplier, how many times more or less, is 80 times. And the car, I don't know. I'm going to put C, the variable for car. Now let me think, which one is greater, which one is lesser? So it says 80 times less than her car. The bike weighs less, so the bike is the less. The car is the greater, and that makes sense. Okay. So I need to figure out the weight of her car. Let me think. What makes the most sense? It's multiplicative compare. If I'm trying to find the bigger number and it's 80 times greater, I need to multiply. So that means the car weight equals 25 pounds times 80 times greater. I'm not going to solve that. You guys know we can use the area model to solve that, and you would get that the weight of the car is 2,000 pounds. The car weight equals 2,000 pounds. Here's another one. Arlene wanted to buy a scooter that was 10 times less than the weight of the car. How much did the scooter weigh? Let me think again. What's being compared? So it's the scooter versus the car. Let me see, what do I know? I know that the scooter is 10 times less, so the multiplier is 10 times less. And I know the car from this part of the problem is 2,000 pounds. The weight of the scooter, I don't know. I'll put an S for the variable. Let me think. Which one's the greater? Which one's the lesser? So it says the scooter is 10 times less than the car. So that means the scooter is the lesser, the car is the greater. Let me think. What operation makes sense to figure out this unknown? So if it's times less and I'm trying to find a smaller number, that means I must divide. So the weight of to find the weight of the scooter, I need to do the scooter weight is equal to 2,000 pounds divided by 10 times less. And that would be 200 pounds. Weight. Multiplicative compare is going to be heavily tested on Math Mock 2 and the New York State test, so we should always think, what's being compared? What do I know? What don't I know? What's the greater amount? What's the lesser amount? What operation makes sense to solve? Is it addition? Is it multiplication? Division? When we see multiplicative compare. Please practice at home with your scholars. Thank you so much for all you do. Bye-bye.